Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Reflect and Revive. I hope and pray you're doing well this morning. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into the devotion for this morning. Start off with a story. So, I don't know if you knew this or not, but Erica, my beautiful bride, is the world's best passenger seat driver, right? We'll be on the road and we'll be 5 miles away from where we're supposed to be getting off, and she'll start knocking on the window a little bit and be like, "Oh, exit 62." And I'm just like, "Hey, did you want me to get over in the other lane so we can get on exit 62?" And she'll laugh like, "Oh, yeah, you know." Or if we're at a red light, and if I don't go as soon as that light turns green, she's like, "Hey, it's green light, you need to go, and it just kind of made me laugh, and it made me think a little bit, kind of where I want to go this morning with our devotion, and that's just the message of go. All right, and I'm going to read to you guys this morning from the book of John, chapter 8, and so basically, just kind of set the scene a little bit. There's been a woman who's caught in the act of adultery. Wasn't rumored, it wasn't something somebody said. She was caught in the act. And so she's being brought to Jesus to be judged by these religious leaders, by Pharisees. And so basically they put her in front of the crowd, and it says this, picking up in verse 4, it says, "Teacher," they said to Jesus, "this woman was caught in the act of adultery. The law of Moses says to stone her. What do you say?" And so they're trying to trap him, of course, into saying something that they could use against him. But Jesus stooped down and wrote in the dust with his finger. And they kept demanding an answer, so he stood up again and said, "All right, but let the first one who has never sinned throw the first stone." Then he stooped down again and wrote in the dust. When the accusers heard this, they slipped away one by one, beginning with the oldest, until only Jesus was left in the middle of the crowd with the woman. And Jesus stood up again and said to the woman, "Where are your accusers? Didn't even one of them condemn you?" "No, Lord," she said. And Jesus said to her, "Neither do I. Go and sin no more." Okay, so first of all, I'm looking at this from a mindset of, when Jesus says to the Pharisees and the teachers, he's like, "Look, whoever has no sin, let him go ahead and cast the first stone." Well, why did nobody cast the stone? All right, well, if we look further into other scripture where it says all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, every single person has made a mistake. Every single person has come up short. All have sinned. Everybody has failed. Right? And so they can't accuse this woman. They can't throw this stone. All right. And so, basically the only one that can judge you, the only one that can judge me, the only one that can judge us is Jesus. And he is kneeling down, drawing in the dirt, just saying, hey, just wanting to show some love, wanting to show compassion, wanting to show mercy. Okay. And so basically understanding that we all have failed. We have two options, okay? When we get and when we fail and when we make a mistake and when we mess up, is we can go and grow, or we can stay and stew. All right, and so we're just kind of looking at our life. And have you ever been stuck at that red light and you're waiting for it to turn green, and then all of a sudden it turns green and you don't go, right? And of course, like I was joking where I said, hey, like Erica will be beside me, kind of, hey, it's green, you need to go ahead and go. There are times in our lives, maybe not like physically speaking, but where we feel like we're there and we're at that light and we feel like we can't go. All right, we feel like if it's at that we feel like we're at a red light in life, but it's green, and Jesus is saying, hey, don't sit here and stew and worry about all the things that you've messed up or the different mistakes you've made, the different times you've failed. I've loved you and I've forgiven you. So just like we say, all have sinned, all have messed up, all have failed, all can be forgiven. And so Jesus is saying, don't just sit there and stew. Go and grow, and take my peace with you, and let my peace be enough for you, and my forgiveness be enough for you. So just take that message, wherever you're at in life right now. Whether it's you're wrestling with forgiveness for yourself and you can't forgive yourself, or maybe somebody else did something wrong to you, and so you're struggling with forgiving them. Just understanding the same way Jesus forgives us. That's what we need to be, is, Jesus forgives us, so we need to forgive others. And if we're on the other side, we're saying, Jesus, I just need your forgiveness. Be kind enough to yourself and forgive yourself, because he's already forgiven you. I hope this has been a source of encouragement for you this morning, and I just pray and hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. I love you guys.